Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got a video today from ManTalk.
If you filed for divorce and your husband completely changes the script, you know, he's the man you always wanted, he's the father you always wanted, he's doing all of the things that you begged for years, you need to still leave.
So the guy's doing everything she asked him to do, and yet she should still destroy her family because...
I don't want peace. I want problems, always.
Do not fall for love bombing. That's what he's doing to you. If he had this ability to do this the entire time, like...
You might not have asked.
If he had this capability in him, then he would have done it.
He's literally proving he's got the capability by doing it now.
What a level of disrespect for you to accept by staying with him when he had this ability and it took you having to go file for divorce, separate, for him to actually change.
Sweetie, have you ever considered that maybe the reason why he wasn't catering to you all this time is because you treated him like crap? Seriously, none of us feel the need to be the perfect husband when all the wife does is nag, argue, and spend his money while also withholding bedroom activities. And honestly, he probably started acting the way you want because he didn't want to get financially ruined in divorce court.
This is why we say do not fall for this test. They give you an ultimatum to change or they're going to divorce you or use divorce as a test or a tool to change you. You changing does not fix the problem. As we can see here, the man changed, she still doesn't respect him. Even if the man didn't change, she still wouldn't have respected him either way.
I just want to remind you that them moving on so quickly after a divorce or a breakup says more about them than it does about you.
Yeah, it does. It says that he's finally rid of the annoying, nagging, stay-at-home wife, and he's finally happy with a woman that appreciates him.
You loved, you cared deeply. You're taking the time to work on yourself, to get better, to get healthy, so then that way you're not carrying the into your next relationship. And them, they're just filling that empty spot in the bed with anyone.
Jealous much?
Right?
So remember, them moving on is more about them. It says more about them.
So we're right. When women move on immediately after divorcing, it's all them, right? It's all their fault. That says a lot about them.
Than it does about you.
Yeah, it says that his dating market value is bigger than yours.
Indeed.
Have you ever noticed that the discard phase of the narcissist when they have a new supply is so much worse when they have that new supply than when they don't?
Oh man, him moving on really got to you, didn't it? Let me just get my popcorn right quick.
The reason for that is because the narcissist is so distracted and infatuated by their new supply that they do not care. They don't care about you. They don't care about where the kids are going to live. They don't care.
You divorced the man. Why should he even care about you anymore?
About anything. All that they care about is that euphoria that they're getting from their new supply.
Yeah, bro. Who would have thought that after you divorced him and took away his kids and forced him to give you alimony and child support, he doesn't want to see you or talk to you again?
Serves you right.
And because they're so excited from this feeling of euphoria that they're getting from this new supply, you become like annoying. Like you're just a pain. They don't want to deal with you.
Leave me alone, please leave me alone. Leave me alone, please leave me alone. Leave me alone, please leave me alone. Leave me alone, please leave me alone.
They do not care if you're alive. They're so hyper-focused on their new supply and that feeling of euphoria and excitement that they're getting from that new supply that you just don't matter. You're a bother.
You're bothering me.
And that is why when you're in that discard phase and they have a new supply, it's more painful than it was when you were actually with the narcissist.
Yeah, I bet you thought you were gonna divorce him and he'd stay in the friend zone while you ride the carousel.
That's pretty much what you wanted.
And he'd try to constantly get back with you so you could constantly reject him, right?
Not a chance.
Or maybe you're just pissed because he got someone new and you couldn't get someone new.
I'm stronger. I'm smarter. I'm better. I am better.
Either way, sweetie, you look jaded and you're posting cringe.
Later.
And you look kind of beat up.
I have a very serious topic to talk about. So I've seen online like those TikToks or reels about like younger guys hitting on single moms, and obviously we know why. We weren't born yesterday. We know. We were in our 20s once too.
Yeah, so was I. And I was one of those guys, and trust me, they just want to pump and dump.
MILF. Mom, I'd like to Yeah, dude.
And it's just so funny because when they message you, they say the same thing. They all like older women because they have more experience and they know what they like.
Yeah, because that's exactly what you guys want to hear from them.
And it's just hilarious. Like, are they teaching you guys a class on this in college? Or like, is there like bro school that you're going through that you're learning this? Because, yeah.
Because what else do you offer them other than experience? You don't offer them youth. You don't offer them fertility. You don't offer them anything else.
And also, I don't understand a word that they're saying to me, what they're slang. So maybe like you guys could help.
Sweetie, you don't need any help. See, from my own personal experience when I was in my 20s, if you're hot enough as a guy, it doesn't really matter what you tell her. She gets to feel like she's in her 20s again, and you get to pump and dump. Difference is, after you pump and dump, you move on with your life, and she goes on to cry on TikTok.
Here is your reminder that someone who really loves you will never make you feel this way. So you're gonna put a background noise of crying and then cry on the internet and post it.
It's sad, isn't it?
No. Later.
Even though your ex didn't do anything, you know, for you for like Valentine's Day or like even like your birthday, but is anyone else having a hard time this first Valentine's Day being divorced? Anytime I see like stuff in the store or like commercials or ads, it's just like another gut punch.
Yes, it is. And it's your fault, because you divorced your husband and blew up your family.
If you filed for divorce and your husband completely changes the script, you know, he's the man you always wanted, he's the father you always wanted, he's doing all of the things that you begged for years, you need to still leave.
And ladies, whenever you see a woman on TikTok telling you to divorce your husband, even though he's doing everything to please you, take note. This is your future.
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
The grass is hardly ever greener, especially for these women. Like, girl, you don't even look like what you used to look like in your 20s. How do women not realize this, that you really look so much worse? That, like, most of the women we ever cover look so much worse in their 30s, majority of them, and they still think that they can get better men? Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. And I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.